again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video, guys. So I'm going to do a polygel set today on my right hand. So obviously I'm going to be using my non-dominant hand, so I always like to do Gel X or Laser Girl method. So this is the polygel I'm using from the red collection. This is brand new from To Be Glam, and I'm just going to be using this one. It's called Wink. So these little kits, they come with 6 tubes. That's the colour of the one I'm going to be using. And I've pulled out this Cutie Pie by Glitter Stella. It's got all sorts in this little mix, guys. I just wanted some of those little pink, like hot pink iridescent flowers. It's hard to see the iridescent inside this bag. I just wanted those pink little flowers, but look what I found. Little Mickey heads in there. All sorts. Stars, butterflies, there's big hearts, little hearts, all sorts in there. Isn't that a cute little mix? I like it. But yeah, I'm just using the little pink flowers, and I thought this glitter would match those pink flowers perfectly. Turns out they matched a little bit too well, but you know, that's from Sparkle Supplies. And these are the tips that I'm using. So they're just long coffin. I call these Laser Girl method tips because they've got a really high apex already built into them. Perfect for this kind of method. So when you're doing Laser Girl method, you always want to pick a tip that's a little bit too big. Can you see that would be a bit too big as a press on, because you need room for the product to go inside that tip. And what you also need to do, if the tips are not buffed inside, you need to get rid of the shine inside those tips. You can use an e-file and buff it out. I'm just using a primer. Doesn't matter what you use, as long as you get that shiny surface away from inside those tips. And primer does that, it gets rid of that shine. Can you see? So my tips are all ready to go. A little bit of prep. I'm just pushing my cuticles back, and then I'm just going to use the scraper just to scrape away any dead skin. There wasn't a lot because I did this a couple of days ago when I took my nails off. But yeah, just get rid of any dead skin that's on your nail bed, because it will cause lifting. So now you need to get the shine off your natural nails as well. Use a really soft grit file or a buffer and just buff off the shiny surface on your natural nail. Don't get a harsh file and scratch away at your natural nail. Just a soft buffer will do it. And then give your nails a really good clean, get rid of all the dust. And I'm going straight in with Born Pretty's dehydrator. Give my nails a nice dousing of that, and I'm using Born Pretty's primer as well. Tiny little bit of primer is all you need, just a teeny bit. And then I'm going to give them a nice thin even coat. I'm using To Be Glam base coat because I'm using their polygel. Just a nice thin even coat of base coat, and stick them in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I've put all my tips on a display stand upside down, and I've pulled out this Mylar as well. It's called Decadence from Nail Sugar. I'm going to use a tiny bit of that as well. So with these tips, you want to give the inside a coating of base coat. Leave the base coat wet. I'm not going to cure it, and I'm just going to start on the pinky. I just wanted a little flower in the middle and just a tiny little sprinkle of glitter on each side. I wanted to keep it in the middle of the tip, just a tiny little sprinkle in the middle of the tip, and then just a little bit of Mylar on the outside. Yeah, just a tiny little sprinkle in that pinky. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 30 seconds so it'll all stay in place. And then this is going to be my middle finger. Same again, but I wanted this one a little bit busier, coming down from the cuticle area. So I've done a few more flowers in this one, and I'm going to pack it in quite busy at the cuticle area, and then just fade it off. Use some of the smaller bits of glitter and just fade it off down the nails. Guys, I made a massive cock up on this set. These pink flowers, you ended up not seeing them because the polygel I used was so pink. You end up not seeing these flowers at all. They completely vanished. I was gutted. So I've done my thumb same as the pinky, so I did that off camera. So I'm going to start with the polygel now. So on this pinky, I wanted to do a bit of a kind of a baby boomer with white at the tip. I've used a milky white. I didn't want a strong white. I've used a milky white, nice and thin at the tip, and make sure you get it right up the sides of that tip as well. And then if you dry your brush off a little bit, it's easier to fade it off up the nail. Just dry your brush off, and I'm just fading it off up that nail about halfway. And I'm going to stick that in the lamp as well. That's gone in the lamp for a full cure for 60 seconds. And this is going to be my pointer finger. Same as the pinky, except there's no glitter in this one. Guys, this was supposed to have glitter in it, the same as the pinky. I don't know what I was thinking. I totally skipped this one and missed it out. But we sorted it, we fixed it. So same again, I've just filled that tip quite thin. And then I'm just going to fade it off up the nail now. And that's going to get a full 60 seconds cure. And I've done the same with the thumb, but I've done that one off camera. So that's all my glitter and tip bits done. So we're going to get these attached to my nails now. So again, we'll start with the pinky. And I'm using the wink. And this is going in the top half of the nail. This is what's going to attach it to my nail. So I always start with my cuticle area. You want your cuticle area quite thin. Just the same as how you would do it on top of your nail. Except we're doing them kind of upside down. Get your cuticle area quite thin. Quite thin up them sides as well. The bulk of the product should be in that top third area. Just above halfway. And then I'm just going to spread that pink out down the nail. Just spread it over the back of that white after you've finished faffing. But yeah, make sure there's no gaps up them sides, because you will see them, especially on the pink parts. So we're going to attach this to my nail now. So I'm going to press it on quite firmly, but not too hard that it all squishes out. And then I'm going to push it up as close to my cuticle as I can get. Just leave a tiny little gap. And if you get any that leaks out, just use a bit of alcohol on your brush and just wipe it away before you put it in the lamp. And then once I'm happy with that, that's going to go in the lamp for a full 60 seconds cure. Quick and easy. So that's that one done, cured. So I'll go on to my ring finger now. This is going to be a full nail of this colour, wink. So exactly the same as what I've just done. Except we're going to pat and pull this down the whole of the nail. So again, cuticle area, get that nice and thin, and your side walls are quite thin as well. Make sure there's no gaps on them sides, because you'll see little transparent bits on the sides of your nails if you don't completely fill it up them sides. And yeah, just keep patting it and pulling it and fill that whole nail. Keep it thin at the tip as well. And then again, I'm going to press this really gently but firmly onto my nail and push it up as close as I can get it to my cuticle. And if any of that product touches your skin or your cuticle like mine did there, just get your brush and a little bit of alcohol and wipe it away. And then that's going to go in the lamp for a full 60 seconds cure now as well. So I'll quickly show you doing one more, and I'll do the last couple off camera. Right guys, so that is them all on. Can you see the flowers? No, you can't, because they've disappeared. Look, you can't see them. You see the pinky one a little tiny bit, but yeah, they completely disappeared. Oh well, I've learnt a lesson. So I'm just going to wipe any tackiness away, because there's a little bit of tackiness on these. And I'm just going to use a file on the very tips. They've got little knobbly bits, haven't they? You get them on most tips. I'm just going to file them little knobbly bits away from the tippy tips. And there's no shaping to do, but I like to just file up the sides and around the cuticle area, just to blend the edge of the tip in. Sometimes you can see the edge of the tip. I like to just blend that in. So just a nice soft grit up the sides like that. And then round the side walls and cuticle. Just blend it all in. Then I'm just going to use a buffer and buff off all the shiny surface on all of these nails and just buff out some of the scratches I might have made with the file at the cuticle area. So yeah, give them all a good buff, get them all nice and matte, ready for a little bit of something. I didn't know what I was going to do on them because I could at this point have just added the glitter to the pointer like I did on the pinky. I should have done. I wish I did actually add the glitter to the pointer, but it was fine. So I'm just giving all these nails now a nice glossy top coat. I am using my left hand, so that's why I'm kind of all over the place. But yeah, nice thin even coat of glossy top coat on all the nails. And they've all been cured in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I've pulled out these little butterfly stickers, and I thought I'll just stick a couple of them on the pointer finger. So I'm just going to stick a couple of them on the pointer finger, and then I'm going to give that pointer finger another top coat just to seal them stickers in. Right, so I'm going to get these blinged up now. So I've pulled out some of these mocha rhinestones. I love them hot pink ones out of there. And I've got this cute little butterfly charm and some really pale pink ones and some crystal clear ones. So I'm just going to put my rhinestone glue, little bit. I'm just going to cure a couple at a time. Just put the glue where you're going to want your rhinestones. And I'm not worried about placement just yet. I'll tidy them up once I've got them all on there. And I'm going to do a couple on the pointer finger as well, but I did them off camera. So I'll let you watch for a sec. There we go guys, that is them finished. I'm just a bit gutted I didn't add the glitter to the pointer, and you can't see my flowers at all, but I quite like them. I think they're really cute. Anyway guys, that is it for today. I will leave links to everything I've used today in my description box. I've got discount codes I think for everything I've used as well. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care, bye.